EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We can't.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Bell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
56 Mike. 56.
Back to throw. Cash caught here by Bell. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 52. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll run with Dixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jet. Kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, Braxton. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. Braxton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Herndon's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cash. And it's caught by Herndon.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Yeah, I'm on.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10,
Bell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now Bell, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Cash. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The give is to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a give, right side. Braxton. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rush in. Rush in. Check 99. Check 99. Check it out, please. Wide. Get wide.
On 2nd down, Braxton. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Hey, watch the ball. Check 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Jets' 26-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Come on, sack. 15 on it. 15 on it. Come on, D.
They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Cash. That's complete. It's Bell. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and long. On the move to his left.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
57, Mike 57. Come on, D.
First throw now for the backup lock. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 13. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot, shoot.
So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Hey, we got time right.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Check tight. Check tight.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Come on, set. Good team on it. Good team on it. Squeeze, double. Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, Braxton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready? Check. Right. 7. Mike 57. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bell. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 3rd down. Cash. He finds his target, Fuller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. A give to Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun.
Carson went soft as hell, dog.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gross. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to keep firing.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williamson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that,
What he doing? What the young boy doing over there? He had enough special.
He just went up one. Nah, he ain't doing nothing special.
They over there watching the stream.
And he'll be tackled right on the
They over there watching. They over there watching the
17
stream.
yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nah, I'm talking about. It seems like they over there in the house watching the stream.
Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they
Somebody
come
over there in that house was watching my stream earlier when I played D West.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of
I feel like
scrimmage.
D West was watching on stream with me for
And
real.
defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter.
As soon as I put it up, somebody logged in. 2 people logged into it. I had to even post it.
The first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Oh, you cut that joint to the outside, so the inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I ain't rushing.
Trying to break it just
I
yet.
ain't rushing. I ain't rushing.
Doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
you saw it, didn't you?
That's a mistake. I saw it beforehand. I saw it beforehand. Yeah.
The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
But some reason when we was playing, like,
yes, they did.
hey, dog, like every time I picked a man play, like they would automatically press him over there. I'm like, dog, and I couldn't get a chance to switch everything. It would be too much sometimes. Like, dog.
Switch. Check 43.
God didn't go for 2 hitter.
Nah, I ain't going. He just scored 1 touchdown on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's 14-13. You got to go for 2. In case he get a touchdown, so
He ain't been scoring on me. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he been kicking field goals?
Yeah.
Man, go get
No,
it.
I mean,
Go
well,
for 2.
no, he got a lucky touchdown.
Oh, we'll go for 2 though. That way, if he do score, it'll be 21.
All right.
Field goal ain't gonna mean nothing. Field goal ain't gonna mean nothing regardless. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go for 1 and he score a touchdown, go for the extra point, he gonna have 21.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Man, Carson Wentz out. Trash.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get
Come here.
2. and ended up getting none.
Oh, got him. Oh, he went out of bounds, came back in. Oh, God. Really looking at train.
I was trying to run. I couldn't get the right play in.
What you say?
Couldn't get the right fucking play in.
Yeah, you had to go for 2 though, for real.
Yeah.
No, come here.
Secondary ain't playing lights out today for some reason.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
He's got a man complete.
Where your pillow at?
Gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown,
Oh, my God.
that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there. They got a big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
You do it like that.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Spins by. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football,
trying to stop him,
understanding the situation,
Yeah.
making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Don't stop.
On first down, Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets
Jay
have
in
a
the shower.
first. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to
Good
make
fault.
sure that you don't score too quickly.
Shit, cool. How you? Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good game. That joint got crazy, like under 3 minutes. It went up by 7, and I went.
Now they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, he broke with something. He broke with something. He was up by 7 on me, and I drove down that jump. Man, they made my QB fumble. My QB went down to the ground and then fumbled, and then he recovered it. There was like 3 minutes left in the game, and then I couldn't even challenge it. He was down, and they wouldn't even let me challenge it, man. And then, like you ain't see no animations or nothing. And his man recovered the ball. Did you see the fumble?
Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and
I couldn't even challenge it. Yeah,
now the Jets gonna use this.
I don't know what that was crazy. If I had challenged it, I mean, it would have been 3rd or 4th down or something. Yeah, it wouldn't let me challenge it. It'd have been 3rd. And it's the crazy, John. So when I told D West after the game, I said good game, but I don't think that was a fumble. You know, and they wouldn't even let me challenge it. He said, man, yeah, I seen you. They wouldn't let you challenge it. I'm like, oh, you over there watching our streams and everything, huh? I just said the hitter. He got 3 years. Yeah. I just said the hitter. A couple people tuned in as soon as I set the stream up, so I know one of them was you, and I figured one of them was him for real. I said I felt like he was watching that jump. Yeah. After that, I cut the jump. It didn't matter though, but it was still a hell of a game though. He broke some big plays early. And damn, what's name got that escape factor? My QB don't got that. Yep, grab and go. So he's still doing his thing like a mug. But It was just like, I think it was a couple. We was rocking though. For real, it was a hell of a game. It was big plays. All that other stuff just came under 3 minutes.
On 4th down, Cash.
We'd be all right though.
I'll take it.
He got to come back. Oh, you stop him, hitter. Oh yeah, I know. Out of bounds. Oh, out of bounds and came back in. 4th and 8. Heck yeah, good ball game, hitter. Woo, hitter lucked up on that one.
I should have blitzed, but I didn't.
Change it to conservative, hitter. Change your carrying to conservative.
It's too late. I know.
Call
and this
timeout. Call timeout and change to conservative. Trust me. He playing the other young gun of the Jets. It's 50 seconds left on the 4th and 8 call, and they went out of bounds and came back in and caught the ball, or it would have been a touchdown. That's ball game. Good one, hitter.
Right, and know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
The Jets.
So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And never responded.
Number 53, Mike 53. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Man, you already know how Uncle do that. But you know how, boy, Uncle said anybody else would have played it, but that's Uncle. Uncle ain't playing it. Yeah.
The win for the Broncos
Oh
seemingly
man,
assured. They go down to a knee.
Unc's not an honorable man.
Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.
Yeah.
But they did what they needed to do.
It ain't nothing you can say on that jump. He gonna take that fourth one.
Nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But
that nigga went downfield and he broke a play. I went down to D-West 14-0. He broke a play like a run play. He broke a big play when we started, and then on a kickoff, I fumbled that joint and gave him the ball in the red zone.
So for Denver, they moved
Seahawks about to put these boys away.
3-2
No
now
Carson
on
Wentz,
the
no
year.
chance.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
He shut me down, yo.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Don't matter. You got to win.
Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
You got up out of there with the win. You shut him down too.
Man, Warwick had 1 catch, 60 yards, no touches.
You got 4 wide receivers over there, Holmes.
Yeah, Shaq had 3 catches, so LeBron had 2. My tight end came through with 1.
You ain't getting a rookie in there at all.
Who? Oh no, he don't. Yeah, I tried to bring him in, but I ended up throwing to the running back. And Skywalker missed a lot of throws, so I don't know what's going on with him.
Dog, I was at one point in the game, I almost went back to luck for real. It was a little too late for that.
Yeah, I know how it is. Yo. Certain throws they won't make, man.